जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरदारी जय गिरिवरदारी। गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदा। यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना। जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamutiraye. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavanishwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagat Hitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Om Tat Sat. Welcome you all on the second day of our program. I was like expecting that no one will turn up today, right? So yesterday we were discussing about different functioning of mind. We were reading from the shloka like Dhyayatu Vishayan Pumsaha. How when we keep on using some objects, how mind get attached to the object, and from the attachment lust arises, and from lust anger arises, right? How many of you in this hall have got anger? No one? Okay, all the hands are up. Right? Yeah. We all have, many of us have. I think almost all of us have. So one day Swamiji was giving a talk about controlling anger. And many people were listening to the class. So suddenly one from the audience got up and asked, Swamiji, do you have anger? And the Swamiji said, power went off. Power is there. Okay. So I think the organizers are testing your limit, anger. So one of the audience got up and asked, Swamiji, do you have anger? And the Swamiji said, no, my child. My dear son, I have crossed over everything. I have been in deep meditation in Himalayas. I have won myself. I have controlled anger. And the student said, thank you very much. And he sat down. And Swamiji was continuing with his discourse. Again, after 15 minutes, the student got up and asked, Swamiji, have you controlled your anger? Then Swamiji said, I told you already. I have crossed that limit. I have mastered my senses. I have controlled myself. I have controlled my emotions. And the student said, thank you very much. He sat down. Then Swamiji was giving a wonderful discourse. Again, after some time, he got up and asked, Swamiji, have you controlled your anger? The Swamiji said, I just told you, no? I have controlled, I have mastered everything. You can't understand. He actually broke out. So, we all have a threshold limit somewhere. Some people are like, for no reason they will get angry. Somebody like Durvasa, You may have Durvasa in your houses also. For every reason they'll get angry. You don't know why they are getting angry, for what they get angry. Some people's limit is little more. They can hold on, right? But Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita again and again says, a man who has controlled his anger and lust is the master of this world. You can, without any doubt, surrender yourself to him. So many shlokas again and again. Kamayesha, Krodayesha, Rajoguna, Samudbhava. These two things make us wild. We all have this. And we don't know why we get angry. Many times, after the incident, we realize, I shouldn't have spoken so much yesterday. I shouldn't have shouted at him like this. I made a mistake. We get this great realization after the incident. We will never understand that beforehand. So, Upanishad says so many examples for anger. Very, very interesting. And it is eye-opening. The anger has got a very special quality to make you forget all the good things in your life, and it will remind you only the negative things that happened in your life. Anger has got the special thing. Somebody would have contributed in your life so much to make yourself in this present situation. But the moment of anger, we will forget all those sacrifices he has done in my life. All those contributions he has done in my life. We will forget everything, and that one bad thing which he has done, we will be remembering that forever. Anger has the capacity to do this. How many of you have experienced this? Many of us, right? That's why Upanishad says, dog is better than a human being. You give a human being, you give him food every day. You give him food in a big feast every day. Then one day you tell him, there is no food today, he will become very angry with you. Right? But you feed a dog one day, it will wag its tail and it will follow you. So who is better? Dogs are better. Humans, we are thankless. We forget good things very fast. For example, like you are all family members, you have partners and things like that. Many times we fight in the house. The moment we have difference of opinion, women react in a different way and men react in a different way. You know, I don't know, whatever I'm saying is just from my knowledge from reading books. You may have a first-hand experience, right? The men, it seems Upanishad says, will behave like a tortoise. They will pull their senses inside. Like your tortoise, no? It will pull its limbs inside, head inside, everything. Only the shell will be seen. You go and talk to them so much, they will not respond. You go and say, why don't you open your mouth and say something? You know, in 1980s, India had a lot of award movies. Have you seen award movies? You should be given an award to see an award movie. Right? My God, you should have a lot of patience to see that movie. Said, water. On the table. This is how the movie will go. Have you seen? And I don't know why Indian Sarkar gives award for these kind of movies. Right? So the house will become like an award movie for the next 3 days. They won't talk. Pin drop silence. You know, husband doesn't speak. Quietly he wakes up and goes and he thinks. And wife is thinking very deeply, I am punishing my husband without talking to him. Actually, he is very happy. Thank God she is not talking to me. Right? She is thinking I'm actually punishing him, but it's not happening. He's very happy. Right? And women, when they're disturbed, they talk more. Normal days, though, they talk too much. Other days, it's even worse. Right? They talk more when they are disturbed. Right? There are different ways of expressing anger. They keep talking. And the men go real silence like a tortoise. Let the sky fall upon my head. They will be like that. Different people express in different way. Then what happens? After a couple of days, they patch up nicely and everything is solved. They think it's all solved, everything is over. Then after 1 year, they again fight for some other reason. When they fight after 1 year, what does the anger does? It will remind you all the past things. So what happens? Immediately they'll start discussing, I know you. Last year itself in December you did that now. That problem is over. Each one has showed the white flag and they've left the pigeon and they've shake hands, everything, peace march, everything is over. But the mind will pull that topic which is over, bring it back again and add that to this new issue. Have you seen people telling that? Right? Yeah. Last year I know you very well. I know you. You did that. You spoke that. You said that. It will bring everything back. This anger, it will never allow us to forget the bitter things in life. The ego is very bad. And it has got a very special psychology only to register the negative things. We are all like that. After this program, you know, they are giving you some busy bed up, they give you everything. Right? You have nice bhajan, you smile here for a talk, then you go down. Then when you are going out, there is a person standing at the entrance with a long needle. He gives you prick. You have attended the class? All full 2 hours? Yes, take a prick. Check. Then you go back home. Then someone is asking you, how was that seminar? How was the program? What you will say? What program? They had such a long needle, you know, and they gave a prick. Mind will register only the negative things. So much of sweet things have happened in our life. This is one aspect of anger. And the second aspect, as per yoga, Patanjali's yoga, our days, our life is counted by breath, not by days. Please understand, our lifetime is counted by breath, not by days. Don't think I'm going to live for 72 years, 69 years, 70 years. No, my lifetime is counted. For example, it is like 30 crores, 25 lakhs, 78,365 breath. And when the 365th breath you take, over. Happy birthday. Chalo. Your story is over. That's why Bhagavatam and Gita says, don't get angry. Because the moment you get angry, you breathe very fast. Have you experienced? You told me that. Arey Baba, you will die fast. Don't breathe very fast. And what do yogis do in pranayama? They won't leave it out because they will die fast. Have you gone to pranayama class? Pull. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because the yogis learn the trick of stretching their breath, they live for longer days. It is very simple. If you have less passion and more sattvicness in your life, you will live for longer days. In those days, people were like that only. Right? As I was telling, our grandparents all, one tiny dhoti and one towel on their shoulder. Right? And the wife goes, what are you doing? You don't worry about your family. All the time you are... Sab theek ho jayega. Have you seen elderly people talk? Everything will be, you just relax. He is so relaxed, he lives for 100 years, 102 years, 105. All our grandfathers were easily hitting 100, right? 95, 96, 100. Now, 60, 65, 68, 70 finished. Rest is all like additional discount. If you live, you are lucky, that's all. And what Bhagavatam says at the end of Kali Yuga, after another 50, 60 years, prayena alpayusha sabhyam. Everyone is going to live only for 25 to 30 years. Another 50, 100 years, that's the thing. Kali Yuga, you are supposed to live for 100. Now you are living for 65 to 70. After 100 years, you will become 25, 30. A girl takes birth, by 8 she is mature, 9 she got married, 10 she got children, 15 she retired, 20 she died. Chalo. Like, so simple. When I was studying in 10th standard, like when you were studying 10th, 10th standard kid means with a big mush and all. Big guy, huge, it will be 10th standard student. They'll walk like that with dhoti and all to the school, and the teacher will be very respectful. Beti hai beti. Nowadays, 10th standard kid, you can put him in a big shopper bag and easily carry. Height, have you seen? In Kali Yuga, height is decreasing. Prayena alpayusha sabhya. Lifespan is decreasing. Health is decreasing. Many ladies, I've heard this comment saying that because I was carrying my baby all the time, I got backache. Arey Baba, in those days they had 25 children, 30 children, 40 children. Ek sir pe, ek shoulder pe, ek goth pe, ek, you were like 20. She will be going like a football team. No problem. And she will have that big, what do you call that thing, pounding that grain and all with mortar, which Krishna pulled. What do you call? That is her gym, she was doing that arams and doing. Now ladies say, because I delivered a baby, I got this thing. And now they have a new bag like a kangaroo. Right? They have a kangaroo bag. I don't know what you call it. Special bag. A new way of carrying babies. See how unhealthy and unfit we are. Right? Very dangerous. So what happens? The Kali Yuga life is a life to increase speed. Fast food, fast life, fast marriage, fast divorce, fast everything fast. Chalo, 3 months ho gaya hamara marriage. Now we want to have a change. Let's have a speak. Nowadays people speak like that. Give me my space. Don't enter my... Earlier days, each house has got 40 people. What space? You don't have any privacy in your life. Now each one, no, don't enter my space. I love my privacy. Things have completely... Which shows we don't have patience. We don't have tolerance. We are all like walking on the blade. A small disappointment in life, we are completely broken. We can't take up even a tiniest disappointment, tiniest hurtings. We react exactly like animals. Animals do that. You have seen in circus and zoo, the trainer will try to taunt a lion. Doing like that. Like, oh, it will stand like that. Right? Because it is a lion. Nobody teaches Bhagavad Gita to lion. It's simply a lion. It takes birth as a lion, it dies as a lion. It knows only that. The moment you snatch lion's food, it will come. Kali Yuga, we are all like that only. A small disappointment, like that. Becoming like that. We are losing patience, tolerance. The more you are sattvic, you will have a very healthy life. But Kali Yuga, passion is increasing. So what happens? Even exercise you take, in olden days, all that, yoga, Surya Namaskara, they will bend like that. They will sing a song like that. Aram se exercise. Now you go to gym, 1, 2, 3. He's breathing, he will die fast. So Kali Yuga induces so much of passion in you. You breathe fast, you die fast. Which is the living entity in the whole creation which lives for a longer span of time? Tortoise. Tortoise easily lives for 150 years, 200 years. You have seen that Kung Fu Panda movie? Yeah, the guru is a tortoise. He will come and talk. Calm. Relax yourself. Like that, Because the tortoise will come out of water once in 10-15 minutes. It will take a breath and it will go inside water. Because it stretches the span of its breathing technique, it lives for simple. But Kali Yuga, we are doing it very fast. So as per Upanishad, every moment you get angry, you lose 12 minutes in your life. Oh my God, how many minutes we lost today? How many of us got angry today? No one? Wow. Okay, thank you. Right? So what happens? We bring in all diseases. We are restless. We hate everything in this world. Finally, we hate ourselves also. But mind has got very close connection. And another aspect Upanishad describes is, the moment you get angry, your voice raises up. Have you seen people? They get angry, they'll scream, they'll speak so loudly, they jump and dance like Bhadrakali, all that thing will go on like that. But when we are in love, the volume goes down very much. Like when couples, they talk over the phone, you don't know what they're doing. They just go inside the phone and they talk. You don't know whether they're talking or not. The voice, when love increases, the voice comes down very much. On the other hand, when we are angry, voice raises. And Upanishad gives a beautiful answer. These two people, the partners, they have taken birth in different atmosphere. They have grown up in different atmosphere. They're completely different. And in the name of relationship, they both come together. They're exact. If someone comes and tells you, you ask him, how are you? He says, fine. I have such a wonderful family. My wife is a blessing. My children are the greatest blessings. We don't have any argument. Our life is so... That means that fellow is bluffing. Right? He's pakka bluffer. If someone comes and, we have some problem. My children don't listen. My wife sometimes doesn't listen. She breaks a coconut on my head. That means you have a very normal and natural family. Right? Okay, very good. That's your natural. So, it doesn't happen the other way around. And Socrates had this habit. He's a wonderful, one of the greatest philosopher in this world. Who? Socrates. Because in India, there were many saints speaking this wonderful philosophy. But in Western countries, there were not these great philosophers. But Socrates was a great philosopher. And every day he will invite his friends and keep discussing philosophy. And he likes it to speak the different aspect of mind and intelligence and brain and soul, this, that. And his wife, I think she's from Bangalore, she will start. Arey, subah shuru kar diya. You guys don't have any job in this world. Why don't you go and work and bring some money? I don't know. And she will start screaming and shouting. That is her daily sadhana. He will start philosophy and she will start screaming. Very natural family. And one day she became so wild, she bought a bucket of water and poured it on Socrates' head. He was such a sattvic person. He smiled and said, till yesterday it was thundering, today it rained. Right? Because he was a real sattvic man, he could control himself. Imagine you are talking with your friends so nicely and your partner comes with a bucket of water and pours on your head. Now you have a new technique. It is a bucket challenge, you can call it. Right? But she comes and pours water. How do you react? That's it. We will go wild. But he was such a sattvic man. He could understand to control himself. Because you can never put down fire with a fire. Can we put down fire with fire? It will never happen. Maybe third person will come and solve it, but after 1 year, after 2 years, somehow your anger will pull those topics. It's a never-ending story. So when we get angry, our voice rises up, which means the two hearts get separated. The moment of anger, it's full of hatredness. Sometimes the partners are so wild, they want to see their partner to suffer. Have you ever experienced? I know you will not raise a hand now, but be very honest. Have you ever felt at the moment of anger, I want this man to really face? Okay. Your mother is here. I want to talk to her privately. Right? Have you ever felt? Honestly, please raise your hands. Okay. So you understand what it is. The anger is so much. We want to see that my very partner who lived with me for 20 years, 25 years in all thick and thin, I want to see him suffering. Look at this anger, how inimical and how dangerous it is. So at that moment, we completely forget and separate that person completely from my heart. You are completely different and I am different. So because the hearts get separated, you have to raise your voice. Because he is standing very far. Now you want to make sure he listens to you. So you scream. On the other hand, when you are in love, these beautiful hearts come together. That's why they're talking so slowly, so with a low volume, because they know they're conveying the message. So this anger is very dangerous. We will lose wonderful moments. It's all related to mind. The anger, even time, everything is related to mind. Nowadays we see, right? Everyone says nowadays, there is no time, there is no time. We all say that, right? Actually, time did not change. We have become very passionate. For example, why cars are invented? Why mobile phones are invented? Why computers are... All these modern gadgets are invented and it is supposed to make us our life comfortable, to save our energy, save our time. Is it not? Right? But with all these gadgets, we don't have time. Because even though you have created hundreds of gadgets and instruments, mind has become passionate. Like that. It goes like that. Very terrific. And who made that? We ourselves. Like in our houses, we have wall clocks. In many of our houses, we purposely, keep it go ahead of time. 15 minutes faster, 10 minutes, In how many houses it's like that? 10, 15. Okay, almost every house it's like that. Right? Who kept the clock faster? We only. Right? The husband knows it is 15 minutes fast. The wife knows it is 15 minutes fast. Children also know. Even the dog in the house knows it's 15 minutes fast. Everyone knows it is 15. We know that it is a wrong time. Still, you see the conditioning of mind. Oh, it's time's up. Let me go. I create a cobweb and I myself willingly, voluntarily jump inside. This is called conditioning of mind. All the aspects in the material world will make you conditioning. It will create this thing frame like that, and the world expects you to behave like that. For example, we all have wristwatch, One day you may forget the wristwatch, but still in your office every 15 minutes you will lift your empty hand like that, right? It is conditioning. Very difficult. Mind is inside a trap. Even time is like that, right? Like suppose you are in love with someone and both of them decided, the partners decided, let us meet in Lal Bagh at 5 p.m., on a Sunday. And the boy or the girl, the first person comes, 5 o'clock. And the other person is taking time. He has not reached. How that short span of time will be. How you will feel. He will be pacing up, looking at the watch, calling, trying to call him. And he'll be walking. Yes or no? Nobody has got experience, looks like. Right? Every small second, you will feel it like a yuga. Right? You will feel the time itself is not passing. Suppose your new baby, 3-year-old baby has gone to school for the first time, and 3 o'clock the bus drops, and that date became 3:10, 3:15. We will become restless. Look at the watch, go and see at the window, go to the door, look for the bus, and you come back again. Every minute will be like a yuga. Then the partner comes. And both the boy and the girl, they are talking and talking and talking and talking, like Airtel Wala is earning and earning and earning and earning. They're talking so much. And that 4 hours of conversation just went like 5 minutes. Right? Have you experienced this? Yeah. Has the time frame changed? Time is the same. It is the perception. Your mind makes you feel it is more and it is less. It is all to do with mind within you. If you learn the trick of making your mind your best friend, your life is successful. Otherwise, like yesterday we said, memory is lost, intelligence is lost, and we will become crazy. There is a beautiful story in Bhagavatam. The story of Maharaja Paundraka. Have you heard this? There was a king called Paundraka. So it's a beautiful story. So his assistants, his ministers, and some of the few staffs in the palace decided, let us make a fool, our king a fool, So when the king got up and walking, it's a story from Bhagavatam, very beautiful story. How the world makes you a stupid donkey. So the ministers were talking. The king got up, dressed up, and he's going to assembly hall. He saw 3-4 ministers standing there, and they're discussing. Our Maharaja Paundraka is the real Krishna of Dwaraka. And that king, in Dwaraka, he is not real Krishna. He is a traitor. He's a coward. He's a cheater. He always plays tricks, cheating people. Can ever God be like that? Take garments of young girls taking bath? Can God go and steal butter? God is not supposed to be very sadhu, sattvic with a long beard and speak a philosophy which nobody will understand. Then he is God. But this man in Dwaraka, he's a cheater. Then Paundraka wondering, how I became God all of a sudden, right? What happened to my ministers? And my ministers, definitely they are not stupid people. They are intelligent only. I don't know what has happened. Am I dreaming? Or is it real? Then he was walking further. Then he saw another 4 or 5 of his servant maids are discussing. Paundraka, our king is real God. He is the Krishna of Dwaraka. And that person in Dwaraka is a cheater. He's a traitor. Then Paundraka is wondering, maybe I became God overnight. I don't know. So he walked and he heard so many people talking in the same thing. And finally Paundraka got convinced. Yes, I am God. True. How could I forget this? I am God. So he sent a letter to Krishna saying that, Krishna, you are a cheater. Please give me my Sudarshan Chakra, Garuda, all that thing, he gave me. So Krishna read this letter and started laughing. How material world makes a man fool. Then Krishna sends Sudarshan Chakra, it kills Paundraka. It's a beautiful story. And Shukadev Goswami explains, this world is like that. This world is like that. In Upanishad, there is a nice example of a Brahmana carrying his calf on his shoulder. Tiny baby calf, he is carrying on his shoulder and Brahmana is walking. So 4 thieves jointly decided, let me steal the calf from this Brahmana. So first thief came and said, Are Brahmana, what happened to you? Are you crazy? Are you mad? Why are you carrying a donkey on your shoulder? Fool, idiot, stupid, are you blind? I am carrying my calf. Get lost. Then the thief went away. Then the second fellow came. After a few minutes, he was, Brahmana, what happened to you? Why are you carrying a donkey, that too morning on your shoulder? The Brahmana, what happened to all these people? Has everyone gone mad? Idiot, get lost. Then the third thief also said the same thing. And Brahmana is wondering, what happened to me? Is it a calf or a donkey? When the 4th man came and said, Brahmana, what is this? What am I seeing in the morning? You are carrying a donkey. The Brahmana dropped the calf and he walked away. The thieves took, right? This is what? Our mind has set certain things as goal in our life, which is not really goal, which doesn't make us happy really. But mind and this society has set certain levels, and this is your limit. You have to achieve. You're 40, it's already late. You have to cross this, get out. We try to achieve it. Then what happens? Are you happy? No. I am paying the loan. How many years you have to pay loan? Till 60 years. Hare Baba, you will die before that. Right? I used to go for program in Middle East. And many of them go abroad thinking that I will just go for 2 years. I will earn so much money, come back to my hometown and settle. And that never happens. They never come back after 2 years. Right? And in Singapore, in foreign countries, they live in very small rooms. Tiny rooms, and the rent is like 40,000 rupees a month, 50,000 rupees. Sometimes it goes in lakhs. Tiny rooms, and they work so hard and come every year for 15 days vacation to India. And in their village, they have built a huge duplex mansion, sitting like that, Radhika Nivas, like that. Nobody staying there, right? Only a servant family is staying there, cleaning up everything. And this person comes every year, 15 days, it goes on like from his age of 25 to 50, 60. And this servant maid family, they're using all the bedrooms, using the bath, all the jacuzzi bath, revolving table, all sorts of things they enjoy. And the real owner comes on a 15 days vacation. And the servant say, geyser doesn't work properly. And the electricity people, they have sent a notice. And 15 days, this guy is running around, settling everything. Holiday's over, he goes back. Now, who is the real owner and who is the servant? Who is the real owner of the house? Yeah, he arams enjoy. So, Bhagavatam says most of us are leading a Maya life. Maya means that which doesn't exist. On a summer in the highway, you go in the car and you see like water in the front, right? Actually, there is no water, but you feel it's water. So it's Maya. And Upanishad says how a washerman will make the donkey walk. He will have Dobby will have big bunch of clothes on the donkey, and he will tie a stick on the clothes, and at the end of the stick there will be grass. And the donkey will see, wow, grass, and it'll go buck, 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 buck in the front, and the stick also goes, the grass also goes. The donkey will never get the grass, but it'll go to its destination. Right? So Bhagavatam says, many of us lead a life like that. How many of you agree and how many of you don't agree? Okay, thank you very much. Right? So Gita says, somewhere at a point of life, put a break. Surrender to God. Think of God. Life will be meaningful. Gita says so beautifully. Krishna says, Sarva dharman parityajya mam yekam sharanam braja. Hey Arjuna, surrender to me alone. I will take care of everything. That too Krishna told Arjuna, go and fight with your guru. Go and fight with your father, with your uncles. Arjuna, all my gurus, teachers, cousins, relative, Bhishma, how can I fight? Krishna told Arjuna, just go and kill them. Appa. Suddenly God appears in front of you and tells, my dear devotees, go and slap your father and come back. Will we be able to do it? Arjuna was exactly in that position. Krishna is telling, kill. But I love them so much. Krishna said, just kill. It's an amazing, tricky information. Right? Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sitaram. 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 Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. So, Krishna gave a very strange And confusing instruction to Arjuna, told Arjuna, go and kill your own relatives, your teachers, your uncles, your grandfather. And Arjuna was completely bewildered. He said, Krishna, I don't want my kingdom. I don't want anything else. How can I do this? And what kind of instruction are you giving? I am a sattvic man. I am a moral person. I am supposed to live like this. I cannot do this. Right? How many of you agree with Arjuna's statement? Yes, we all agree. How can we do this? Very strange. But the relationships are very different. You have to understand from a different paradigm. And Bhagavatam gives, that doesn't mean all our friends, fathers, relatives, uncles, please don't get into that category. But we have to understand it in a different paradigm. We know from Mahabharata, the great hero called Karna, right? And many of us love Karna so much. He was the thing. And the movies also have contributed to it. There were movies in olden days showing Karna the Great and all. Okay? Such a great person. He gives everything in charity. Right? And one day Krishna himself came and told Karna, you are the eldest of the Pandavas. You are in the wrong side. Then Karna said, no, Duryodhana was the man, saved me. Right? He gave me honor. So this life is for him. Then another day Indra came as an old man, trembling and shivering. And he came and said, Karna, Dhanavira, you are the king of charity. All the three worlds speak of you, about your glories. You will give away anything. And that was Indra coming in the form of an old Brahmana, disguised as a Brahmana, struggling to walk and things. So Karna smiled and said, hey, great Brahmana, even though your physique is very weak, your body is shivering, voice is trembling, but I can make out your vision and the words are very powerful. I doubt whether you are a Brahmana or something. Then Indra revealed, okay, Karna, I am not a Brahmana, I am Indra. Okay, why did you come? Why you came all the way? He said, I want your kavacha and kundala. The coverings, the anga kavacha, which is right from the day one, it's attached to his body like our skin. And he has got this earring. Because Indra asked that, he took a knife and really, peeled it. Like you peel your skin, he peeled the kavacha and what a charity it is. Right? He knows without that he will die. So, when you read Mahabharata, we will all feel sympathy for Karna. What a glorious person. What a wonderful person. He chopped his earlobes and gave that. But Mahabharata says about the previous birth of Karna. In his previous birth, you want to know his previous birth? Yeah. His name was Sahasra Kavacha, a man with 1,000 armors. And no one can kill him. He was a Rakshasa, he was an Asura. No one can kill him without penetrating and breaking the 1,000 armors. So, Karna was, Sahasra Kavacha was very confident that no one has taken birth in this world who has got the power to kill me. I am the master of all the three worlds. I can satisfy all my desires. And I am the controller of this planet. So he started behaving. Then he went to a place where Narnarayana rishis were meditating and he was disturbing them. Who was disturbing them? Sahasra Kavacha, Karna. So Narnarayana rishis penetrated, broke his 999 armors. One was left. Then Sahasra Kavacha realized, if my last armor is broken, I'll be dead. So immediately he ran to Surya and took shelter. So Narnarayana rishis left him. He ran to Surya and took shelter. Right? So next, Surya gave that Karna to Kunti. And the Narnarayana rishis came as Krishna and Arjuna. And they broke the last armor and killed him. Right? So, Krishna, the Supreme Lord, sees the whole story from a different platform. We see that instance and make decision. It is beautifully explained in Ashtavakra Gita. One day after a heavy lunch, the great king Janaka Maharaja had a heavy lunch. And the Janaka Maharaja came and sit on his simhasana in the palace. And afternoon, he just dozed off. He just slept off in his simhasan. He was snoring and he was like taking a nap. And in that sleep, that small sleep, span of sleep, he dreamt like he was running in a jungle. And a wild tiger is chasing him from back. He could hear the roaring of the tiger. And it is just very next to him. And it's about there, and he's running. Have you got dreams like this? Somebody chasing to kill you and things like that? No, huh? Wow, very sattvic people. Right? Somebody is coming to kill you, and we run and scream and cry, and suddenly you wake up from the dream, and you see you are sweating. You drink water, you feel the warmth. Right? That was just a dream. But you have really felt the dream. And Janaka just woke up. And he felt he was sweating. Clothes were all wet. Then Janaka asked a great question. Who am I? Am I the king Janaka sitting in the throne or dreaming? Or am I the person in the jungle chased by the tiger and he is dreaming as King Janaka? Very tricky. So life is like that. It has created certain things as goal and allows you to reach the goal. But we have never questioned, is it my right goal? Is it what I want to achieve? I am doing it because my friends have done, my father has done, my grandfather has done. All the people in my complex have done the same thing, so I am also supposed to do that. We have to sometime put a break. Is it really required? Is it this thing going to make me content and happy? If you start asking this question, 90% of the things which you use in life, you will keep it away. Many things, because it is all just an extra artificial stuff. And Upanishad says, we are like frogs inside a snake's mouth. You see? Snake is devouring a frog. Snake came and caught the frog. And snake has got a habit of eating its food very slowly. Aram se it will chant Mahaprasade, Govinde, it will eat like that, very slow. Snakes will always swallow food very slowly. And the frog is like a half inside the snake's mouth. And it's going inside. And suddenly the frog saw a fly flying, in the front. And it dropped its tongue and caught the fly and eating. Very tasty. How stupid the frog is, right? Upanishad says we are like that. We are already at the jaws of death, right? We are not worried about that, but we are worried about the fly which flies, right? So Bhagavatam says, you don't have to do anything strange. Just put a break and ask a question yourself. Do you really need this, right? From the basics of the clothes you buy, the food you eat, the style of life you live, you ask questions, many times you will get an honest answer. It is all not necessary. Do you agree? Yes. But we don't have the courage to say no to this world, because internally we are very weak. We can't say no. Right? So we should understand what is our real shelter. Who is my real savior? How can I cross over this life? Mahabharata beautifully explains by the life of Bhima and the life of Yudhishthira. Am I boring you too much? If you are getting bored, please raise your hand. I'll stop then and there. I don't want to put it here, sitting. When this person will stop so that I can go. Right? So, Mahabharata beautifully explains about Bhima and Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira was known to be a dharmishta. He has never spoken a lie. He's never spoken a lie. Never hurted anyone voluntarily. And he has never done anything against scriptures. He lived by morals. He lived by rules, like Rama in Ramayana. The first day Ravana came for battle on the chariot pulled by lions. Oh my God, what kind of chariot it will be? He came with 5 lions pulling his chariot. Such a powerful demon. He came and fought. On the very first day of battle, Ram easily defeated Ravana. Then he told Ravana, okay Ravana, you are very tired. You go and come back tomorrow. The man who has kidnapped his wife, keeping his wife for 1 year, and they have struggled all the way and come to Lanka to kill this man. And Ram is telling Ravana, Nirayudha Pani. The word says, you are without any weapon. You have lost all your weapon. I don't want to fight with a soldier without a weapon. Okay, Ravana, great king of Lanka, Lankeshwara, please go and come back tomorrow. Lakshmana is asking, what are you doing, my lord? This is not the time to follow principles. Just kill him. You got a chance, right? If that was Krishna, you would have killed him. Right? Ram is like Maryada, the rules. That's a difference between Krishna devotees and Ram Bhaktas. Ram Bhakta, they come silently, stand last in the queue. Okay, you please go first. You please take everything. Hare Krishna Bhaktas, he will climb on another fellow's hand and jump and go. Right? So Ram was such a Maryada Purushottam. He said, Ravana, you go, come back tomorrow. And Lakshmana is wondering, what is this, my lord, you are doing? Just kill him. He is worse than an animal. He is a Rakshasa, he is a demon. And by sunset, he will become more powerful. Just an animal. You don't have to follow principle with an animal, Just kill him. Then Ram told Lakshmana, be calm. Let him go and come back tomorrow. He is very disturbed. So what? Right? He always followed the principle. So Yudhishthira was like that. Ramayana, Bhagavat says, Ajata Shatru, a man with no enemies. So it seems when we die, people gather, right? So Purana says, if you have not even attended a wedding ceremony, that's okay. But you should definitely attend the death ceremony of your dear ones. You have to attend, right? I don't know, in my place and all, they do the 16 days Kriya and whatever observations for 16 days. So if your parents die, if your forefathers die, if your grandfathers, if your dear ones die, blood relative die, it is my duty to do all the 16 days. But son is in US. He won't get 16 days vacation, right? So he will come for 3 days and he will tell the Purohit, the priest, okay, the 16th day thing finish in 3 days. Shortcut fast, and he will go back. So what happens? That falls on the son's head as Pitrishapa. That lady, your body is nothing but a part of her body, right? She used to feel the 270 days. Your flesh, blood and bone is just a part of her body. It is like that lady chopped away her arms and separated. She went through the exact pain of chopping a limb from your body. That's a process. That's a natural. So you can understand how much that lady would have loved this kid. Yes or no? And she can never find a fault in that boy. The boy grows up, gets angry, screams at his mother, and he leaves the home, and the mother thinks of the son, whether he has eaten his food, what he's doing, where is he sleeping, he's okay, is he comfortable, and she is starving. Then after a few days, she see him in the market. Oh, my son, how are you, where were you? And that guy gets angry and gives a slap to the mother. And she's trembling, standing in the market. So many people gather. What happened? What happened? Who is he? Why is he beating you? And with tears, hot tears gliding her cheeks, she says, no, he's my son. I just asked him how he is taken food. Okay, it's fine. You please go ahead. She is swallowing that pain, right? If you are not present with her at the time of death, that is the greatest debt in this universe which you can never repay. Okay, if you are not there at the time of death, at least the next 16 days be there and do what you are supposed to do. You are trying to repay the debt of 60 years in 16 days. Can't you spare that? We are supposed to do that. Right? So that is principle. That is love. So Yudhishthira was a person, he has never spoken a lie in his life, never hurted anybody, he lived everything by principle, rules and things. Because of that, his chariot will always fly high. It doesn't touch the ground. When I say all these things, don't think it is all imaginary, some story. Can there be things like that? No, it is all true. We lost the technique, but it is all mentioned in our scriptures. In Konark, Sun Temple, have you been to Puri, Konark, heard about Sun Temple? They had the tower. Yeah, many of them have been. Thank you. So the Gopura, the tower of Konark Sun Temple, is built in a very special science. The tower will never rest on the building. There is a thin magnetic field built between the building and the tower. The tower floats in the sky. And throughout the year, as per the rotation of the sun, the tower also tilts a little bit here and there, and always keeps the building very cool. Is it not a science? Amazing science. And during the time of Aurangzeb, they knocked away the tower. You know, Aurangzeb how many years back? 200, 300 years? After Taj Mahal, so maybe like less than 100, 150 years. He knocked away the tower. What a science. And you go to all the big temples, you know, huge gopura and solid boulders and rocks, you know, which is kept on like 300 feet high, 400. I don't know how they lifted. Nowadays, you know, 20-floor building, 30-floor building with all the gigantic cranes. And after 30 years, it breaks down. And the solid thing stands like that. Is it not a science? Amazing science. Camel in the desert has got 3 eyelids. I was like, wow, that's new information. When I read it, when I went and saw that, it has got 3 eyelids, right? It has got a normal eyelid like ours, and it has got a filter, second eyelid, and third with water pumps. So when the camel moves in desert, right, it opens the first normal eyelid and puts the second filter eyelid. It's transparent, the second eyelid. It protects the eyes from the dust and sand. And when it opens the second eyelid, third eyelid from the bottom, it goes there like exactly like a car windshield wiper. It wipes the... Wow! What a creation! Right? We have created stupid small things and feel so proud about it. What a creation! And Upanishad says, the baby's very first life is a miracle. The mother has got 2 bags. One is a baby's bag and another is the child bag. Right? And both the bags are connected by umbilical cord. Right? Very simple. We all know that. And whatever mother eats, it all goes to the baby. And mother is drinking hot chai, chili bonda, bhaji, all that. You know? So nice, and she keeps on eating. Are, mama, baba, it all goes to the baby, and the baby's skin is so tender. It burns really. Bhagavatam says the baby is struggling. It's in the cage, it's in the prison, and the baby is struggling. Such a tender. Imagine we bring a hot chili and rub on you, how it will be. That's it, you will turn red. And the baby is really in pain, and the baby shivers and tries to move inside the bag. And the mother says, my son is talking to me. My first butterfly effect. Stupid lady, you are torturing him. Right? So, after 9 months, the baby breathes, the baby eats food, baby does everything, the life, air, food, everything. If you go to science, you ask doctors, they will tell you through the liquid oxygen, all their science norms and terms, whatever. The baby is functioning exactly through everything through the umbilical cord. The baby breathes, the baby eats food, baby does everything through the cord. And the moment baby comes out, they cut the cord. That second, baby is dead. Upanishad says the baby is dead. Because it's a normal science. Suppose you cut the oxygen pipe, what will happen to the baby? It's dead. Because the other system is not functioning. It's not started functioning. Then comes the great magician, doctor and nurse. They lift the baby upside down and give two pat. The baby starts breathing. So Upanishads ask a beautiful question. Who started the ignition of the baby? Who started? Says Paramatma in the heart made the baby function. If you ask a doctor, they will give their own terminologies. It is all liquid oxygen. It has blocked this thing and that thing. Their holes were small. Their nerves were small. It is called hemophilia. Something they'll tell. And you will understand what it is. You know, we never understand their terms and their handwriting also. I always wonder how the pharmacy man gives medicine. Only the first letter you will. Rest is all a snake. I don't know how he understands. Is he really picking the right medicine or he just guessing? Or he looks, okay, what is the extra stock? Chalo, de do usko. Whether it is a right medicine or wrong medicine, it's all poison. Okay, let him eat any poison. What's the problem? Right? That is a miracle. Upanishad says it's a miracle. Who ignited that body? The moment nurse gives a pat, the baby's body starts functioning. And Upanishad is just Paramatma. Paramatma tells, let the baby breathe, and the baby breathes. Not only in Bhagavatam, even Bible says so. The God said on the first day, let there be wind, and people breathe. And people started breathing. Let there be birds, and the birds can fly. The birds started flying. It is all the order of Lord, and we don't have a scientific proof for it. What the modern day man will say, God, have you seen? Bring me the picture. That's what they'll say. Crazy fellow, we don't have a video to record that. Like I say, my grandfather's father's name is Somashekara Reddy Rao. Do you have a proof for that? Do you have a video of your great-grandfather? Do you have a photograph of him? No, you don't have. All these things came just 100 years back. What happened before that? We simply believe. We go to a doctor and believe everything he says. You have such and such failure. Okay, thank you very much. You have to come every day for next 2 weeks. Okay, I believe. I give my life to him. I give my hand over my life in the hands of doctor. You get inside a plane, you completely believe the pilot. Right? Yes or no? You believe. You believe he will land you safely. He will take you to a destination. You get inside a car, Uber, Ola, you believe the driver. But when a saintly man comes and says, Bhagavatam is like that. Is it so? Have you seen? Have you seen God? What is the proof? How idiotic we are. Right? When a scientist comes and say, x square, the pole put to the infinity, theta and ota and all that. Yes, I believe it. Do you have any experience with that? We are intelligently stupid in this world. Right? So, Yudhishthira was, I'm really going out of topic. So, Yudhishthira was such a principled man, wonderful personality. Right? He had amazing. Because of his character and quality, his chariot was always 6 inches above the ground. It never touched. But Yudhishthira did one mistake in his life. What is that? He played dice and he pledged his people. Right? He went for the first time. He got defeated. He lost everything. Actually, Dhritarashtra became very upset and Vidura said, King, this is very bad. What is happening is very bad. Everybody said, you know, they're not supposed to pledge all these things. You don't know the power of Pandavas. If you ruin them, there will be rivers of blood in Hastinapur. You can see heaps of dead bodies. Jackals and vultures will have feast. Then Dhritarashtra got very upset. Okay. Let us forget this game. Okay, no game. There was nothing happened. You all go back. Then Shakuni sent letters second time. And Yudhishthira came to play for the second time. Was that right? No. Arjuna asked Yudhishthira, why don't we invite Krishna? Yudhishthira said, yeah. But he did not send a message to Krishna. Somewhere deep within, he realized what I'm doing is not right. But his passion for the game of dice, he couldn't stop it. On the other hand, Mahabharata says about Bhima, he's a real wild guy. When the game of dice was going on, he was breaking his simhasan. When Yudhishthira pledged Draupadi, he really got up. My dear brother, I'm going to kill you. It was very wild. And Arjuna used to pull him. Please, aram se, beto. He was pulling him every now and then. Very wild. But when Krishna says, this is east, he'll say, okay, chalo, that is east. Turn left. Okay, he will turn left. He did not show any individuality in front of Krishna. A real dasa, a true devotee is a person, he surrenders his very own individuality. Can we ever give away our individuality? Very difficult. In each and everything, our individuality will stand erect. It has got its own comments, its own opinion, its own understanding, its own paradigm of thoughts, its own way of functioning. But Bhima, when Krishna says something, Bhima used to surrender exactly like that. Krishna says, no, this is not morning, this is no evening. He say, okay, chalo, it's evening. Very good boy. It was like that. Right? But Bhima, Yudhishthira had a small trick. After many years of this battle, after the game of dice, they went to jungle and things like that. Yudhishthira met Krishna and asked Krishna, I was really struggling on that day. The game of dice. I was losing my brothers. They're very dear to me. I was losing Draupadi, who is more dear to me than my own life. I was losing my kingdom. I was losing everything. You know I am your devotee. Why you did not come and help me? Then Krishna smilingly said, hey great King Yudhishthira, I was just waiting at the doorstep. I was waiting and waiting, thinking that you will call me. None of you called me except Draupadi. Nobody called him. Only Draupadi. What happened to you? When Duryodhana said, Shakuni will play on his behalf, you should have told, Krishna will play on my behalf. The whole Mahabharata story would have been different. Right? What happened to your intelligence? Why you didn't call me? Then Yudhishthira kept his head down. Then they all forgot this incident. Right? But Bhima, he had a very sweet relation with Krishna because Bhima just obeys whatever Krishna says. Completely surrender person. He used to get very angry when Krishna says, calm, be calm, he'll become calm. Very wonderful person. So, on the 11th or 12th day of battle, Ashwatthama sent a special weapon, Narayana Astra, which is emitting fire. Right? And Ashwatthama is shooting arrows and Bhima is fighting against, he's shooting different kinds of weapons, like that, different weapons and rains of arrows, and there was a ghastly, deadly battle. Everywhere there are rivers of blood, dead bodies, rivers flowing, crowns, armors all lying there. Jackals are waiting for food. It was a ghastly, bloody battlefield. And Bhima is fighting against this person. Against whom? Ashwatthama. And suddenly, Ashwatthama sent that Narayana Astra. It's a very special weapon. Weapon of Lord Krishna. He sent that Narayana Astra. Arjuna turned and said, Krishna, what will happen now? When did you give him that weapon? You never told me. Right? I am always with you. You gave Narayana Astra to Ashwatthama. We don't have any other weapon which can match this Narayana Astra. We are doomed. We are finished. Lord, why did you do this? Then Krishna said, why are you getting panicked, Arjuna? If Narayana comes in front of you, what you will do? What you will do? You bow down. Just bow down, it will go over. It will not hurt you. That's all so simple. Then Arjuna fell, bow down. Then he told Yudhishthira, Nakula, Sahadev, Bhima, all of you, don't fight against the weapon, just bow down. Then all of them bowed down. They were saved. But Bhima was standing very far. He could not hear what Arjuna is telling. He's telling Ashwatthama, you said Narayana, I will make sure to burn that. And he was going on fighting. And already Bhima was getting burnt. His fire is up to his knees. He's inside fire. And Arjuna is telling, stupid Bhima, bow down, bow down. He's not bowing down. Then he told Krishna, what can we do? And he suddenly turned back. the Lord is not in the chariot. Krishna is not there in the chariot. And Arjuna could see Krishna running in between the battlefield. There were arrows going up and down and maces falling, lions walking, running, horses trampling, and Krishna is running in between. His Angavastra flew in the air. He's running madly. And Arjuna can see the beautiful face of Krishna. The drops of sweat is so handsome. Bluish color, shoulders are like mountain, his navel is like a lotus flower. You can understand the beauty of Krishna. He had 16,000 wives and 3 crore girlfriends. How beautiful he would have been. Right? And he was running inside the battlefield, running, and he ran up to Bhima, caught his neck and put him down. Right? And Yudhishthira is seeing the whole episode, and he thought, the other day Krishna did not take so much freedom with me. What he said? He was waiting at the doorstep. Who stopped him? He could have walked inside and played for me and controlled me. Like what is he doing for Bhima? Why he did not do that for me? The level of surrender. Bhima surrender. Very important. The world is completely going in a different line. We are all living a crazy life, right? That's why we are not satisfied. We are not content. It is our responsibility to slowly add God in your life. Then life becomes very peaceful. Life becomes, you feel like I really lived a life. Otherwise, it's an empty story. Very important. That's why we are telling we should start this meditation, chanting God's name every day with full attention, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Slowly you will add the presence of God in your life. Krishna is there with your life. He turns everything ulta for you. He will make everything positive. He will make everything possible in this world to be positive, and life becomes very successful. So it's very important. We spend 10-15 minutes a day for this chanting, right? Yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So, my request is, all Hindu houses originally had this method of meditation called japa. If you see, even Christians, they meditate with rosary beads. Muslims also, they chant with the beads. They have green color beads, 33 beads or something. And even Hindus were doing that. But nowadays, I don't know, they lost all the japamala. We don't see anybody using it. So you will get a mala with 108 beads, long ones, short ones, and different sizes. If you see any gods and goddesses picture, you can see they sit with a japamala. Like if you see Lord Shiva's picture, you will see japamala in his hand and sitting like that. Brahma has japamala. Ganesha has got japamala. Many pictures of gods in Saraswati Mata, they all have japamala. This is the prayer of mind. It is called mantra. Trayate iti manaha. Like, we all know we have to do exercise to keep our body fit. We have diet control, we have exercise. So we also have to have an exercise for mind, and that exercise is called mantra. Man means mind, tra means the deliverance of mind. So every day, there are two benefits for this. One is the influence on mind. Like yesterday and today we were discussing different aspects. Your anger will get reduced. Your emotions will be under control. Senses will be under control. Because you are doing this meditation, mantra. And the second thing, it's God's name. And the presence of God will be increasing in your life. Right? So every day you take a japamala. Even if you do without japamala, it's also okay. But just to keep in count, 108 times, we take, in the main bead, there's a special prayer, right? Maybe they will put that prayer, you can note down later on, right? It's a prayer, please repeat with me. It's 2 lines prayer. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita, Gadadhara, Srivasadi, Gaura Bhakta Vranda. Generally, we add Om for any mantra in our Vedas. Like Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya. Narayana, Om Namo Narayana. But when we pronounce Krishna's name, we never say Om Krishna. Have you heard people saying Om Rama, Om Krishna? They don't say, because in Krishna's name, everything is complete. This is Purna. Sachidan. Krishna is a Purna form. But other forms are not as Purna as Krishna. Imagine, can you go and play with Narsimha? Crack a joke with Narsimha? Right? Can you do all that with Narayana? Right? Can you imagine Lord Shiva as a baby? All these things are not possible. But Krishna, you can see him as a baby, Bala Krishna, Yavana Krishna, Kaumara Krishna, Big Krishna, Krishna with Radha, Krishna with Rukmini, Krishna with Arjuna. All your combinations and desires can be satisfied. That's why he is called Purna. So because Krishna is Purna, we won't add what? Om. But definitely there should be a prayer. So we pray to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who promoted this name to anyone and everyone. Earlier in India, only Brahmanas were allowed to chant. That was a system in our earlier days. Others were not allowed to chant. So Mahaprabhu, he made it open to everyone. Anybody can chant, right? So we say this mantra once, then we chant 108 times. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. So you do it for 10 minutes, your 108 will be over. But when you do it like 3 months, 4 months, you will start feeling the difference. Mind is very calm. You go to office and your boss tells you are fired. You say, thank you very much. I was waiting for that. That doesn't mean you will become weak in this world. You will become very powerful. But your emotions will be under control. You won't get panicked. You won't get disturbed. You won't get agitated. You will really live a life which a human being is supposed to live. Life should be enjoyed at every moment. And we live a complete life by the help of this mantra. So, from today or tomorrow, please spend 10 minutes doing this. Anyway, you are not going to lose anything. Right? We are not charging any fee. Okay, for a per mantra, you have to give 15 rupees 95 paise. Nothing like that. Right? And your blessings will come in a different form. And anyway, it's God's name. So please try doing this 10 minutes every day. Okay? Thank you very much for patiently waiting here. And tomorrow is the last day. Please don't miss. We will be concluding tomorrow. Okay? Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I request all of you to kindly just be seated for a few seconds, please. Thank you so much. Just a couple of quick announcements. Just before we move ahead, does anybody have any questions for Prabhu? I think at the back they are having one question.
What's the question once again?
Which should be chanted first, the Hare Rama or Hare Krishna?
Okay. This is a quite basic question which many of us had. Because in India we have heard the mantra always chanted like Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare and Hare Krishna. That's how the mantra was chanted. So it is a mantra given in Vedas. If you chant like this, you will get moksha. That's how the system was. But as I said, only Brahmanas were allowed to chant. At least some 300-400 years back, India had this system. Normal people cannot live in the same street as Brahmanas live. They cannot walk in the same street. Those kind of things were there. And the mantra was not open. Once Ramanujacharya, he got the secret mantra, climbed on the roof of a Gopuram and screamed for the public. His Guru became very angry. So mantra was not open for public. So everyone was not allowed to chant. So Mahaprabhu came and he said, you can chant ulta. Put Hare Krishna first and Hare Rama second. Then the Brahmana said, no, nobody should. No, we are chanting a reverse mantra. Chalo, this is a wrong mantra we are chanting. This is not the Veda mantra. But whether you chant Rama or you chant Mara, actually Valmiki was taught to chant Mara. Mara means to kill someone. Like Hindi movies, you see the villains come, usko mar dal, ha 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 ha, like that. Mara means to kill. So Valmiki started chanting Mara, 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 Mara. It became Rama. So Narad Rishi tricked Valmiki in the same way our acharyas tricked the Brahmanas telling that, chant Hare Krishna so they don't come and complain. So whether you chant, it's all the same. But then Krishna, what he did, he invested prema bhakti in this mantra. If you chant Hare Rama, you will get moksha. That's what we were doing till now. But when you chant Hare Krishna, you will get moksha and prema bhakti also. You get an additional discount, By this you get this. Like that. So an additional discount. So what happened? Devotees are lazy, na? So they started chanting Hare Krishna. So when you chant Hare Krishna as per scriptures, you get moksha and prema. But when you chant Hare Rama, you get moksha. That's the difference. Right? So our acharyas started recommending Hare Krishna. And we are following that. Is that clear, sir? Pardon? Hare Krishna, if you chant first, you get prema and moksha. If you chant Hare Rama first, we get moksha. There is nothing hard and fast, there is no right, wrong. So what devotees and acharyas did, they started chanting Hare Krishna first. So if you ask me a straight question, I will also say, because I'm also from Kali Yuga, I will say, let us chant Hare Krishna first. Right? It's an easier way, easy process with an additional benefit. So it will be nice if you chant Hare Krishna first. But there are some traditional people will say, no, I'm going to do it. It's okay. Nothing wrong. You can do that also. But when we chant Hare Krishna first, we get prema and moksha.
There's another question from here.
Yes.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
So I'm the follower of Madhvacharya.
Very good.
And so Madhvacharya 700 years back,
Yes.
exactly from now 700 years back,
Yes.
he incarnated.
Yes.
And we believe that he is an incarnation of Bhima.
Vayu and Bhima.
Hanuma Bhima Madhva.
Yeah.
And from our philosophy, there are like many pontiffs after Madhvacharya
Yes.
who have incarnated and who have
Yes.
given spiritual knowledge to the world.
Yes.
What we know from our philosophy is that ISKCON is a branch of one of the Madhvacharya philosophies.
Yes.
And even when we study the Sri Prabhupada's history,
Yes.
we came to know that Sri Prabhupada, he lit a deepam.
Yes.
That is from Udupi Sri Krishna's place. He carried that deepam till his wherever he established ISKCON.
Yes.
So I just wanted to highlight on that
True.
wanted to know your
Very
views also.
true. ISKCON is also a branch of Madhvacharya. Madhvacharya initially had 8 sannyas disciples. If you go to Udupi temple, you see the 8 mutt, right?
That's right, yeah.
8 mutt.
Yeah.
In one of the mutts, he has Moola Ramar Vigraha. If you go, one is Narsimha, one is Varaha. In one of the 8 months, there is a temple of Moola Rama. And that particular Acharya, his name is, one second, I'll tell you exactly, Narahari Tirtha.
That's right.
Narahari
They are like 4 direct disciples of Madhvacharya.
Yes,
He's one of the direct disciples.
True. So Narahari Tirtha is the main disciple of Madhvacharya. And Madhvacharya, being Bhima and Hanuman, all this, he told there is a deity of Ram worshipped by Bhima is in Jagannath Puri now. Right? So, please, before I leave, wind up this pastime, Narahari Tirtha, you go to Jagannath Puri, Orissa, and bring the Moola Rama deity to me. Right? So Narahari Tirtha went on a mission. He reached Puri on a particular day. That day they have a system. If the king doesn't have a son, they will bring the royal elephants. And the elephant will have a garland. And the elephant will garland anybody in the street. And that person will be the next king. And that day, so happened, Narahari Tirtha went in search of Moolarama. He doesn't know what is happening there. These are so many crowded people. An elephant came and put a garland on his neck. He's a sannyasi. He went in search of Moolarama Vigraham. All of a sudden, he became the king of Puri. Right? But he ruled Puri for 3 years just to obey their law. Then he came back with Moolarama and he had disciples. Right? And ISKCON is a branch from Narahari Tirtha. Madhvacharya's disciple's disciple. So we belong to Madhva Sampradaya. That's why we name ourselves Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. So we are distant cousins.
That's
Thank
great.
you.
Thanks for answering. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.